Hello, and welcome back to Refle's anime reviews and discussions. I'm not Refle, actually. I am another being in space. And okay, I'm Refle. So last time I discussed Toradora, which is considered by many to be one of the better romantic drama comedy shows or animes. Not anime. There's no animes. But this time, I'll be discussing my personal favorite series. And one I'm surprised I haven't done it yet. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses off. I'm surprised I haven't done it yet, but there's a few shows that I've been holding off on just so I can just have in my back pocket. There's a few, I think there's probably still 3 or 4 I'm still holding on to. And a show like this show, there's another series as a continuation of it. But I'm going to be discussing Naruto. And Naruto is about as big, or it's not as big, but it might be. It's probably the second biggest anime in the West. Second biggest anime in the West, other than Dragon Ball Z. It's fairly popular. Its popularity has dropped in a while, or I guess, yeah, it's dropped a bit, but it's still extremely popular. And they have Naruto Shippuden going on right now still, and I'm watching that. Even though I swear, Shippuden this year, because it's a series now that never takes or I guess it's it's the full year. It just never stops, but it does stop. But this year, I think I've only watched 15 episodes because the rest of the episodes have just been filler and stuff. It's just so much filler right now. But anyways, we're going to be talking about Naruto, not Naruto Shippuden. That'll be another show. Well, I guess once that show wraps up, which it's getting close to being wrapped up. But Naruto, I first watched this on Toonami back in 2000 and I'm gonna check this. I want to say it's 2006. It might be. Yeah, actually, that sounds about right. Maybe I was late. When did it appear on Toonami? It says its original run is from 2002 to 2007. But so I'm gonna say 2004 is when Toonami started running it. And when I first saw the trailers for the show, I'm like, this show looks really dumb. And I'm like, I guess I'll just check out the first episode and wait until, because I think I was hooked on another show. That was after Naruto, so I don't remember what show it was. But I decided to watch it, and I liked the first episode. And then I basically stuck with the series throughout after that. And I guess if you don't know about Naruto, which I'd be surprised if you don't, it's about a kid named Naruto Uzumaki who lives in the Leaf Village, and he wants to be a ninja. Like, his world's all about ninjas and shinobi and stuff like that. And Naruto is, and this doesn't come up until a little bit later in the series, but I'll be a little bit more spoilery since this is an older series, and I'm sure most of you watched it. But Naruto has a demon fox, I guess you could say, sealed within him when he was a newborn, and so everybody in the village, treats him like a monster, and he just basically wants to be treated fairly and respect, but he acts like a brat all the time, and he's not, at least at the beginning of the show, he's not incredibly strong either. He's, compared to his arch nemesis Sasuke Uchiha, he's pretty weak. And Sasuke is like the clever, calm, and cool, super talented student. Well, he's just a bumbling idiot of the school. But basically, it's about him, and for most of the Naruto season or show, it just becomes a part of Team 7, which is Naruto and Sasuke are forced to team up, and there's also Sakura, who has a crush on Sasuke, and then there's Kakashi, who's the instructor and head of Team 7, and he's like a elite shinobi and ninja. He's one of the strongest in the village, but he's the one that kind of shows them the ropes and stuff. And basically, there's a lot to cover because there's how many episodes? There's 220. I think it's basically cut up into, it's either 3 or 4 seasons. In the last season, whichever one it is, 3 or 4, it's all filler, and I think I watched like half of it, and I'm like, this is all filler. I'm not gonna watch this anymore. So there's basically only 2 seasons that really matter, 2 or 3, depending on if there's 3 or 4 seasons. But the last season doesn't matter much at all. There's nothing major that happens. But it's just basically, it's just overall, it's about how these kids manage to deal with adversity, and how Naruto deals with kind of changing everybody's opinion of him in the village, and it's about friendship a little bit too. But throughout the show, they all get progressively stronger, and they learn more and more moves. But it's kind of weird because the first, I want to say the first 10 episodes or so, there's a much different tone in the show. It's a little bit more lighthearted, and for the most part, the series is, a lighthearted series. But I don't know. It just doesn't seem like there's that serious. There's not that much intense fighting really going on. But then there's like, I wish I'm gonna try to find this episode, but probably one of my like top 10 favorite moments in anime happens. What I want to figure out what episode this is. I'm gonna scour the web and try to figure out which one this is, but it's when like it's the first time you see Naruto kind of embrace the chakra, which is like the powers they could like. Same thing as like a Kai, like how Kai they can charge up Kai in Dragon Ball Z or spiritual pressure and Bleach. Sort of like that. It's just their like energy basically. First time you see Naruto kind of like use the Nine Tails chakra, which is the demon inside of him, and it's like it's an awesome moment. Okay, apparently there's 9 seasons. I don't know. I don't know about that, but yeah, really 9 seasons? Oh man, it's either episode 16 or 17, and it's like one of my favorite moments in just anime. Like, I'm gonna break my rules for once, and this is probably gonna get me in some trouble, but I'm gonna show the clip that just gets me so pumped up. Because it's just so intense, like it's so awesome. Yeah, so here's the clip.
You'll pay for this. I'm gonna kill you. What is this chakra? Chakra cannot be seen, yet it's clearly visible. It's something ghastly. I can feel the wrath, the bloodlust, like evil itself. His hand is healing and changing. This boy, what is he?
Okay, so I hope you saw the clip. So yeah, it's just really good. It just gets me pumped every single time. But they just get stronger and stronger, and just seeing kind of, it's just like that, like how with Dragon Ball Z or something, that you just want to see how they can get to the next stage of getting stronger. And to be honest, like they are pretty weak compared to what's going on in Shippuden right now, but you don't really care about that. But there's tons of good fights in the series. Like there's the Rock Lee and Gaara fight is very memorable. Naruto and Sasuke fight a few times. Multiple Gaara fights are notable. Yeah, there's just a lot of good action in the show. The story, I mean, I find entertaining, but I've been watching the show for a long time. And yeah, I mean, the show just kind of nails that action adventure kind of genre. And I just compare it to those like classic shows that, you know, just keep going and going, and they have really good action that you want to keep seeing how they can top it. But a story that'll keep you interested and characters that you like. Just like, you know, Dragon Ball Z and Bleach. And I'm trying to think of other shows. I guess Hunter Across Hunter. If anybody's familiar with that. But that show gets really freaking depressing. Sorry, I can't really, and other, like, kind of, it reminds me in some ways of, like, 90s shows, but, it's really good. It's one of my personal favorites. I would say actually Naruto is better than Naruto Shippuden. But there's moments in Shippuden that are better than anything in Naruto. But just overall, I feel like Naruto's better. And that's just mainly due to because Naruto Shippuden has so much filler all the time. Like, the first few seasons of that are just... I think there's only, like, 2 seasons that actually matter out of the first, like, 4 or 5. But yeah, Naruto, one of my personal favorites. I think a lot of people have it as one of their personal favorites. It's probably... it's probably a top 5 favorite anime for me. And it's just... I mean, it's wrapping up soon, so... the manga's already kind of wrapped up. So it'll be over with soon. But I'm very glad I watched it all those years ago, because it's really good. But that'll wrap. Actually, I have to give it a score. I'll give it a 9.5. I think it's the highest score I've given since I went to the 10 point or the out of 10 scale. But yeah, like I said, it's one of my favorites. And if you haven't watched it, check it out. There's a lot of episodes. But like I said, I think pretty much everything's worth watching until okay. I'm just checking out these seasons. Until like the last few seasons. I think it was like 2 of the last 3 seasons are not worth watching. I'll just say this. When you see the Naruto vs. Sasuke fight, the big one, that's kind of when you should quit watching. Like, when that wraps up, that's when you should quit watching. Yeah, so, thanks for watching. Hopefully I remember to put that clip in. I doubt, I'll probably forget, but I'll try to make a note. But anyways, next time, if I manage to plan this correctly, I should be starting to review some shows from summer 2015, and I have about 6 or 7 planned, and a lot of them are going to be reviewed pretty well because it's been a really good season. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with more exciting anime reviews and discussions. I'm gonna kill you. That was bad. Oh. I'm not gonna do that. See you later.